Then where were you?
You know what, Ani?
Hey! It's episode 7, season 3. Last episode, we were left with a bit of a cliffhanger. The cops, looking at some old security footage, and they see Clay pointing a gun at Bryce. Justin's like, "No, don't do it, Clay, don't do it. I know you wanted to kill him. And you're going to hold this grudge and you're going to kill him in the future, but don't do it, Clay, Clay." He's being very dramatic about it. That's my recollection of that episode. Bryce is just standing there going, "Hey, what's this about, Jensen?" So, this episode's going to be all about Clay. It's going to be about why he didn't do it. And it's going to be about some secret shit that we don't know about yet. But how are the Scooby-Doo gang going to investigate him? There's 2 of them in it. Can't just be Annie following him around, can it? Will the episode start with him being talked to by the cops? Probably. Anyway, let's get it. Speaking of the start of the episode, let's watch it.
There are a number of problems with Clay Jensen.
She said the title of the episode.
It's not what it looks like.
What do you think it looks like?
It was a water
Behind
pistol.
that nice guy surface, there's a whole bloody mess. Them.
I talked him down, we walked away.
Exactly, yeah.
What happened?
If anything, he would have hurt himself. I was more worried about him than Bryce.
No, that night was the end of it.
But it wasn't really, was it? It wasn't the last time you confronted Bryce.
No, but the last time I confronted him with a gun,
How well do you know Clay?
Not all that well.
she claims to know him quite a bit.
Did Bryce and Clay have any reason to fight over you?
Ooh, maybe.
It turned out there was a lot I didn't know about Clay.
That he sees people in his brain.
But maybe you thought you needed to protect Ani from Bryce. Kind of how you thought you were trying to protect Hannah back then.
Ooh, push,
Maybe without
push.
Hannah, you were looking for another girl to
I'll
save.
take out a gun right now. I'll kill you right here, Sheriff.
It's not the same at all. Ani is nothing like Hannah.
Need I remind you that the Percy's only personality trait is to save everyone? Oh.
You're a kid.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah. Ooh,
Say you like Percy.
a little bit of flirting.
That's how you're gonna get the coffee. You like Percy. That's
Knock, knock, parent entering.
Oh, she knocked, sort of. She said it.
We're both nerds.
It is not dress up, it's cosplay.
I hate costumes.
Doesn't seem like something Clay would be into.
I love candy.
You spend your life hiding from people and you hate costumes.
Don't do that I'm quite perceptive thing. It's annoying.
He's called her out on her, what I've been saying. He's definitely dressing up in this episode.
Look, I'm terrible with costumes.
Oh, I've got you. Already got a start on your look.
Oh,
And mine.
she's already
We
drove.
were friends.
Jesus.
So I never
She's
thought that
talented.
was reason.
He told me they barely talked, that she kept her distance from him.
And you believed her.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lie?
You don't think he could have actually done something?
Of course not.
No, I don't.
Annie? She's a one-woman Scooby-Doo person now?
Did he not tell you? About Hannah, the tapes, the trial?
Almost nothing.
Jesus.
Give her the tapes.
Do you know where Clay went after homecoming? Did he go home with Justin?
Oh yeah. Homecoming? We still haven't seen that.
You don't think Clay had anything to do with Bryce?
I don't want to.
But Hannah was a year ago. Why would he? Now it just...
Timing doesn't line up. Plus, why would he think all those other people in the previous episodes did it? Annie? You're being dumb.
Maybe Ani and Bryce hung out together sometimes.
Yeah, maybe they're, together doing it. Maybe you got jealous.
Hard to believe that they didn't get to know one
Maybe you
another.
found that gun you
They
got
knew
rid
each
of.
other a little bit, but
Well, it wasn't a gun. It wasn't a gun. Oh, that's what the underwear is. We found her underwear in his...
We found those in Bryce's room.
Ooh, in his
Had them
room.
tested. We found semen that belongs to Bryce. Maybe it was consensual. Maybe it wasn't. I think you found out, and it was more than you could handle.
Nope. See? Clay's body language is all wrong for that.
Measurement.
I'm breathing.
You're not. At all.
What's she, a costume designer too? Imagine if his mother walked in right now. Knock knock.
I am not now, or have I ever claimed to be a man.
Jeez, Clay, you've been working out. He's still thin, but he's he's out of proportion, sort of.
Wait, we can just measure over your clothes and subtract the...
Oh, just calm down.
Oh, it's those ones from the
She didn't have sex with Bryce.
You loved Ani, just like you loved Hannah. Excuse me.
We're done
Oh.
here. Clay, let's go.
We are in the middle of a friendly conversation.
I'd like to speak to my lawyer.
I'm taking them both home.
Have very
stuff.
different ideas.
She didn't knock that time. She just walked straight in.
Do you guys know where Clay went after homecoming?
Clay didn't do anything.
He threatened to shoot Bryce.
That was a long time ago. Dang, he got crazy about Hannah. Like when he found out that Zach slept with her, even when he found out that I just kissed her, like as a friend. What has he got to be jealous about now?
Oh, and he's having a flashback to what he could be jealous about.
You just, like, don't find Percy attractive?
It's just not my type. I don't believe that I have just one type.
I like quarterbacks, people super rich, jerks, confident people.
Percy might take everything too seriously, and some things are meant to be just fun.
Yeah, Clay.
Yeah.
Talking about you.
I learned Clay could be jealous.
Yeah, she made sacrifices so that I could have opportunities.
Are you two flirting?
She doesn't show me the list. She doesn't show me
Look how
anything.
like
Every
Zach
day
is
there's
like
this new
leaning.
list.
Doesn't leave you any time for
Clay's getting uncomfortable.
Yeah. Can I join?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, he's gonna take out a gun. Watch it, Zach. He's gonna kill you.
I didn't do anything.
But the police think that you did.
Hey, let's just take a breath.
Dad, you believe me, right?
Of course I do.
Clay, we
Of course you do. Your mother's been crazy.
have hell.
You think I could kill someone?
It doesn't matter what I think.
Yes, it does!
Say no. Just to meet him halfway, you know? Believe him and then get the information. Or at least say you believe him, then get the information. But don't be all, the courts won't believe you. Well, what about you, Mom? Yeah, but the courts. Kill your whole family, Clay. I know that's what you're thinking. See how violent he gets? Oh, yeah, robot picture. That's my favorite from Survived Across the Seasons.
He couldn't get Hannah out of his head.
Like he couldn't stop thinking about her? Or
He was physically seeing
like he
her.
was hearing her in
Yeah.
his head?
He was thinking about her a lot.
The time for secrets has passed.
I know, I was one of his secrets once.
Yeah. He smuggled me into his room, remember?
He dropped me off around 11.
Did he say where he was going?
He said, do you have any more guns, Tyler? I need to...
Bryce, he wouldn't.
He hated him.
Everybody hated him. And he wouldn't hurt anyone. The only one who ever really gave a shit about me was Clay.
And Bryce.
I knew
In season 3.
was looking for my mum.
She's bathing my grandfather. She cares about people.
Oh, she's not gentle all the time.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm scared shitless of her. She loves you.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Would she kill me? Do you think? To protect you? I think Annie's mother would do anything to protect her. And if she thought Bryce was being threatening in that, she might do something.
You and Clay Jensen are hanging out.
No, he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Do you?
Which one do you prefer? Pick. Tyler's like, why are you just staring at Bryce? Could you get out of my dark room, please?
How does it feel?
What?
To be the good kid.
Dude.
They think Bryce and Ani
You
had a
know.
relationship. She told me they never did.
Do you believe her?
I don't know.
I should have realised that Clay was invested in our friendship.
Invested, obsessed, jealous. They could really frame this in a certain way with adding sinister music every time he looks at her, or they can manipulate it a lot.
Does your mom know that we're working on this together?
Does your mum know everything you do?
Well,
sort of.
clearly yes.
This is for me, you know? My mum doesn't need to know. It is way easier for all involved if I just be what people need me to be when they need me to be it.
Are you just being who I need you to be right now?
You know you don't have to be anyone with me, right? Like any particular anyone.
That's what I was wondering.
I mean, not that you have to be for me. Although I'm glad you are being for me.
This is peak Clay right now. Holy shit, Annie. What you doing? Is this what you want? What you think he needs?
Shit, sorry.
Hey, what up, Jensen?
Oh,
Ani, you need to ride up the hill?
No thanks.
Bryce. Cute Bryce. That was hilarious. Oh, it's the future.
There was never anything romantic between me and Clay. We never even kissed or anything.
Oh, she's such a...
Hell, they had you down there all day.
Yeah, but, you know, just having a chat.
Trying to break your record and stay all night, but...
Ani has been asking around about where you were after the game.
She was.
If you need cover, I got you. Come on, Clay.
Where were you that night, Tony? Can you account for every minute?
Clay.
Yeah, Tony.
Clay.
We've already been through Tony's episode. He's cool.
You fucking kidding me? You told Ani that you were with Justin after homecoming? How far will you go for him?
Alex, I'm afraid of you right now.
Why? Why are you afraid of me?
Because you're shouting at her?
This isn't you.
You know, keep lying so that you can keep fucking Justin.
Jeez. Oh, look at that guy in the background. He's like, oh shit. He said it. This episode is just delivery. The humor.
Oh, but he's the guy that brings a gun to Bryce's house. The guy you have to talk out of using it.
One night.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, he's the kind of guy who would save your life if it needs saving. Do you really think you can do
Ani,
it?
come on.
Do you believe that?
If he wasn't with you that night, then where were you?
You know what, Ani? Fuck off.
Thank you, Justin.
People were in mourning. They were in pain.
Well, fuck their pain. What about your pain? I get it. No, you don't. You don't get shit. If you did, you wouldn't be back with Justin.
What the hell?
Things are always way more complicated than you think.
Yeah.
This one seems pretty fucking simple.
Casey's dealing with her own shit, you know, and she's kind of... I'll talk about it after the episode. Hey, Zach.
Zach. You love her, right?
Jessica? Sure.
So don't listen to what anybody else says. Just take care of her.
Good advice.
I think Clay did it.
What? Why? What do they think?
I mean, he hated Bryce.
No one's secrets are safe these days.
People are always snooping around. Zach, what are your secrets, dude?
I'm sorry you regret it.
No, I don't regret it. I just shouldn't have done it.
You didn't want to kiss me because you were kissing him.
No, that's not the whole story.
Were you in love with him?
It's not that simple.
It's super
I want to know. I want to see the backstory.
No matter what you did, he was always going to be who he was.
I don't think so. Season 3 has proved...
The fucking world is better without him in it.
Where did you go after homecoming? What did you do?
I followed Bryce for a bit, and then I went away.
Ani, did Bryce ever do anything, or to you, that you didn't want him to?
Absolutely not.
No, sir.
And you and Bryce, you were friends?
Not really.
Oh!
So close. There's some amazing shit in that attic.
I'm never hanging out with you ever again. You're evil.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, she didn't mean it like that. Bryce is being super careful. Yeah, that's a kiss. It's a little more passionate than the one she had with Clay. He doesn't have to worry about consent because she's in complete control of this entire situation.
If Clay had known the truth, it could have been enough motive for him to kill.
Nope. I don't agree with that.
We shouldn't be doing this. It's not good.
Well, seemed good for you.
I mean, for you.
Yeah.
Why do you even want to?
I like you.
There's something seriously wrong. I'm fucked up.
Yeah. See, this is how you know he was changing.
Maybe not forever.
She's good for him.
And I certainly couldn't talk about it in front of my mother.
Yeah, can I speak to my lawyer and get my mother out of the room, Sheriff? Meanwhile, Clay the killer...
Hey, buddy.
Oh, we see it, Bryce! Shit!
You knew this was coming.
I didn't.
The dead don't stay dead in your life.
Bring back Hannah.
Not for long. You think you're gonna get out of this town? Go off to college? I'll be there. Finance.
Clay is totally messed up.
You don't seriously believe Clay is capable of taking life?
You tell me that in the past 2 years you haven't been surprised by what Clay is capable of.
I'm glad this is only a one episode thing. You know, the suspicion.
Clay, you here?
Is he okay?
But could he kill someone?
What are you doing?
Ooh. Hey.
What the fuck are you doing in my room? Are you afraid of me?
Just the way you walked towards me there. Sort of. No! Do you know why I don't like it ending like this? I don't like it ending like this because we haven't had a closure on Clay, which means we'll still have Clay stuff next episode. It's broken the formula of the season. You know, where you suspect somebody, you hear their side, you go, oh, it was a misunderstanding. You move on. This one, suspect, build up this monster in Clay's mind, and then you stop the episode. Couple of things. Annie, I still sort of hate her. Sort of. Just as a character. 2, she's good for Bryce. And once again, Bryce proves in this episode that he was completely turning his life around, turning his character around. 3, she's a liar. 4, she's... you know the best moment of the entire episode, and you know what I'm gonna say. It's when Justin told her to fuck off. Because there's something about her this season that just makes you want to say that to her. In almost every episode, where she's whispering about, you know, do you really know Alex? Do you really know Tony? Do you really know Clay? Like, shut up, you're new. You don't know these people. You don't know their lives, their contexts. And this is a little like Jessica and Casey. Casey's judging Jessica for getting back with Justin. And Casey's drawing on her own life experience. Her own anger. Casey's like, if this happened to me, there's no way I would do this. And therefore, Jessica, who is doing that, she's like, you're wrong, Jessica, you know? You're the one who's fucked up. But it's mostly all about, it's not about Jessica, it's about what Casey's going through and her past and what she feels she needs to do in order to make things right. And that anger that's driving her towards to all these things, you know, organizing the protest at Bryce's funeral, all of that. And I think I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to say that she's obviously the root of what she's going through and what all the people in that group are going through, and Jessica too, needs to be addressed. How you go about that is a really complicated question. How far is too far? And what is the right amount to affect change? And is there anything you can do to change things? And I certainly haven't thought about it at all, you know, to any big extent. We can feel based on, because we like Jessica, Jessica's our friend, we want to be on her side, so we see Casey as this over the top, sort of half dangerous, sort of half crazed caricature. But maybe Casey is right in some ways. Maybe these things need to be brought to light in a more militant sort of way. And I can imagine long discussions happening there about that. I don't know. I'm not qualified to answer any of these questions. Only that I understand Casey's anger while still siding with Jessica. This episode was hilarious in a lot of ways. One, because we've known Clay since season 1, episode 1. We've lived the seasons through Clay. So all this suspicion from so many angles is sort of funny to watch, you know? Could Clay have killed Bryce? Yes. Anybody could have killed Bryce. In a moment of, it doesn't have to be premeditated. It could be accidental, it could be a spur of the moment thing, it could be a combination of things. Anybody could have done it. Yes. But did Clay do it? No. If he did it, he would have to have amnesia about it. Yeah, that's not not necessarily out of character for something to be wrong with Clay's brain, but story-wise it doesn't make sense either. It would feel wrong. The timing of it would feel wrong. And building this whole jealousy story with him and Annie and Bryce didn't feel right either. Because the connection and friendship and affection that they've built between Clay and Annie this season hasn't seemed as organic or genuine as between Hannah and Clay. And there wasn't much between Hannah and Clay either, but there was more there than there is here. And the extent of his jealousy, if he did find out about her and Bryce, is not, I don't know. It all felt a bit contrived. They did a very good job of, what could we do? How many things could we put into this episode that would point to Clay? And it seems like they're going to continue this Clay thing as well. There's still lots of people acting shady. There's still lots of stuff we don't know about Homecoming, about the fight and what happened afterwards. Part of me wants Annie to have done it in the end. But then why would she be, that doesn't fit narratively, really, with her suspecting all these other people, unless she's trying to throw people off the scent. Maybe she's trying to pin it on somebody, but it wouldn't upset me if it's her, because then, we get rid of her. Like Jackie. Maybe it's Jackie. Oh, Jackie comes back. From nowhere. She just, the whole season plays out, and then the final scene, Jackie appears. You're a monster. Thunk. Yeah. Annie's mother is another person I wouldn't be surprised. I try to pick people who would have reason to kill him and not just some sort of accidental death, or spur of the moment death, like Zach is talking to him. Hey, bro. Hey, don't call me bro. And he's like, give him a friendly thunk on the head, but he accidentally hits him in the wrong place and he goes down. He's like, oh no, it's, accidental. Because someone like Zach, if they are fighting with Bryce, they could be just doing a fisticuffs sort of way, and then Bryce falls the wrong way and hits his head on something. That would be a real, I'd hate that. Anyway, that's my thoughts on episode 7. Right? Middle episode. Right in the middle. Who knows who they'll go to next? They didn't really set up anybody in this episode to pivot to, so they might stick with Clay for 2 episodes. Bryce appearing in Clay's brain. That's just hilarious. And Bryce is a lot more season 1 or season 2 Bryce than he is He's not season 3 Bryce in Clay said. Because Clay hasn't seen any of that progression. The self-doubt, the trying to be good, trying to be decent to people. All of that stuff is great from Bryce this season. Which is why I'm so upset that he's dead. So, thanks for watching. See you next week for episode 8. I'm looking forward to seeing who did it. And why. And sort of poking fun at the way they're doing things this season. That's the enjoyment I'm getting from this season. Okay. See you then.